Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Adams Rite 28-0225MP. This is a package of 10 return springs is what it is. I have one here. Bit of a torsion spring. This video is going to serve as visual and dimensional evidence of the item. Let's start with some dimensions. Overall thickness of the unit, of the spring, about 0.223 thick. The outside diameter of the spring is 0.476. The wire diameter, and it's not round, it's definitely appears to be square shaped. 0.035. Yeah, it's definitely square. 0.035. It's literally square. 0.035 by 0.035. The ID of the unit, about 0.4 inch. 0.4 inch is the ID. Now this is used in the 4560 unit. And that 4560 is just a classic sort of small little, handle naturally. Now, there is some extended description information down below that says if the unit is older or pre the year 2011, the spring is not going to work, and that an outright replacement of the 4560 would be necessary. Apparently, the spring is no longer an available or serviceable item from something that would be of that vintage. Okay. Let's switch to the screen view in just a moment so I can show you where some rather useful information is. Let's do that now. Okay, so this is indeed the item that we are looking at, and that useful information would be linked here on the manufacturer's page. And from the manufacturer's page, we're going to be able to not only all of the Adams Rite products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. But the useful documentation would be this parts manual, which will allow you to review the exploded diagrams for Adams Rite material, provided they exist as a printed exploded diagram. There are 73 pages here. Unfortunately, the 4560 is not something that they have as a published document, but I still believe it valuable to point out to you where so many other items do have exploded drawings. And every time we become aware of a new document, we certainly update this, because it's very handy to be able to obtain part numbers for items that you need to be able to bring your significant investment into door hardware back up to serviceable use. Okay, so you get the concept here. Back on the manufacturer's page, the product catalog is very handy because it allows you to, if we were to do a find function on our keyboard for 4560, you're eventually going to find that handle. Here it is. What's nice about the Adams Rite approach to their hardware is that for all of their items, they have a how to order section. Here it is. 4560. What's the handing? What's the door thickness? What's the finish? What's nice about that is you can't get it wrong. You can always depend on ordering the proper derivative item when using their catalog. Their catalog has always featured a how to order section, and they do it very well. I wish other manufacturers may not have a product offering that has few choices. I rarely see a how to order matrix that would be more than 4 or 5 columns wide. It's wouldn't necessarily be the same if it came to a hinge, which would have potentially several additional options. But nonetheless, the catalog is incredibly handy for that purpose. The 4560, of course, has this smaller teardrop shape, which we see occasionally. and then the larger, the 68, and then the 69 with the return. So all those are fairly common, but that's very garden variety, the 4560. Okay, let's wrap up this video on camera. Now, in conclusion, when you purchase one, you're buying an MP, and the part number, MP, that stands for a package of 10. So be mindful. You probably need one of these springs. You might say, well, I'll take 2 just in case. Not 10. The problem is that's the only way they sell this material. As I get it back in the bag, yes, success. So there it is. Package of 10 of these springs, possibly a lifetime supply. That's just how they sell them. Any questions on the Adams Rite 28-0225 MP return spring, MP for multi-pack, or any other Adams Rite product? Please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.